everybody. We are live. We are live right now. Move this blanket out the way. Jeez, how big is this blanket? There we go. We are back, everybody, for another Tuesday Hangout Q&A live stream. Now, full disclosure for everybody to know right now. Tonight's stream will be ending early. We're only going to be going for an hour tonight just because I do have some prior plans, prior engagement that I do need to make. Nothing bad. We're all good. We're all set. Nobody's dying. All right, nobody's dying. But yeah, I do have something planned after. So just bear in mind, I will be keeping it a fairly short stream today. But again, I still wanted to just do a nice little hangout stream with every single one of you guys. Just chilling, maxing, relaxing with all y'all. Answering some of your lovely Airsoft or non-Airsoft related questions. And of course, giving you guys chances of winning this Thursday's live stream giveaway. Let's see how many people we got in the chat so far. Okay, I'm going to look up live chat. Let's see who we got so far. Airsoft Phantom, welcome, dude. Good to have you on the stream, my man. Studio 3 Iffy, what's going on, man? Hopefully winning something. Giveaways are done on Thursdays. If you read the rules for the live stream giveaway, they actually specify that we do the giveaways themselves on Thursdays only. I'll leave a link to the rules for the live stream giveaway so you can get up to speed on all that good stuff for yourself. I'll leave a link to it. There you go. There you go, putting that in the live chat for everyone to go to read for themselves. But yes, we have them on the website for everyone to read right there. It's right on the front page. But yeah, man, Thursday gonna be a pretty cool giveaway considering we're gonna have quite a few entries because we're doing 2 weeks worth of orders because last Thursday, as you know, was Thanksgiving, right? So obviously we weren't gonna do a giveaway that night. It would have been crazy. But yeah, man, I'm super excited to be here. Mr. Christian, good to have you here as well, my man. Good to have you. Scrolling down, I saw that Tragic Autif. I'm so sorry if that's how I pronounce it or not. Good to have you here as well. Scrolling to RPG Lovers, my man. Hello. For 30 years, this highway rock. What the heck? Let's see, scrolling down. It's that one as well. Yeah. Cutter, what's going on, man? Good to have you here, dog. Good to have you as well. Prime Tech, Primo Technician. Hello, my man. By the way, we got your message. We're gonna have to look into that. I don't know if I'm just misunderstanding something when I was looking at the message myself. But yeah, you'll still be getting in contact with us as well in regards to your question about that. I think I'm understanding it, but again, I just want to make sure that I am as well. But again, that'll be through DMs and everything. It's all legit, of course. Good to have you here as well. Darkest of Trees, my brother. How you been, dog? How you been? Brewer, hello. Good to have you on the stream as well, Brewer. Going on. It's all it's all part of the plan. Oh, that's hilarious. Reading. Ew, I want all the info beamed into my brains. What's going on, Darwin Joviter? What's happening, dog? That's great. Can you imagine if we had that ability to just like absolutely transfer info? Like the Matrix, right? You just plug our brains into the system. We're jacked in, right? And next thing you know, we just fed, okay, hours of information. I know how to fly this helicopter. I know Kung Fu. Dude, that'd be sick. That'd be save so much time on school. Fuck school at that point, bro. Fuck school at that point. You just literally just plug your brain in. It's like, I know everything, you know? That'd be sick, dude. Absolutely. Neuralink ain't getting anywhere near my brain, dude. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it'd be really cool to just download a bunch of like useless information on there as well. DJ, what's going on, man? Good to have you on the stream as well, my man. Good to have you here as well. Can Falcon MOSFET work with a brushless motor? I'm gonna say yes, but I've never attempted it, so. Oh, this is a good question. By the way, guys, during this stream, remember, this is a Q&A hangout live stream that we're going to be doing up until 8:30, just because, again, I do got to cut it short for tonight because I do have something planned. If you guys do have any Airsoft-related questions, or not, they can be not Airsoft-related whatsoever, feel free to go ahead and put the letter Q right in front of your questions and make it a lot easier for me to spot and identify and thereby answer. Not only that, but as is per tradition, for all my regulars, for all my newbies that are just joining us, which, by the way, thank you for joining the live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys' views. I do have the promotion going on right now where every $50 you spend will get you 2 entries into this Thursday's live stream giveaway. Again, that's going to be this bad boy right here going on this Thursday. Make sure you guys are watching. It's going to be very important. Not only that, we have plenty of discounted items that are available right now as part of the Cyber Week. But they are going to be expiring in a little bit as well, in like another day. So make sure that you take advantage of it. Seriously, you don't want these opportunities to go to waste. Not only that, but if you check out the new products page on our site, you'll see the Mayo Gang Holiday Mystery Box. Now, this bad boy right here, this motherfucker right here, is a mystery box you don't want to miss out on. Look at the prize list. Seriously, look at that shit. The number of GBBs on here, and just top tier shit is absolutely insane, right? It is a banger of a prize list. It is absolutely insane what you can get on this. And again, it's not going to be here for long because it is incredibly limited quantity. Only 175 boxes in total, but we've already sold out of quite a few of them. So make sure to go hop on that now while you can. But for all my beginner players out there, say you're a little bit more on a budget. You can't spend more than $200, but again, you do want to save where you can. New player mystery box is also going to be something that I'm going to strongly recommend every single one of you guys check out as well, especially if you don't know what you're looking for and you just want to get something real cool. Maybe toss your hat in the ring. Maybe you can win yourself, I don't know, maybe something like a Maruyama 5PC GBR carbine, right? It'd be fucking sweet. Man. You get that combo. Every single prize in this mystery box is going to be a combo of some kind, so you get your value there very easily. So again, make sure to go and check that out. And then the last thing, of course, the $1,000 holiday shopping spree has already commenced. We have a list of guns and items that you can purchase through the site that will automatically get you an entry in. So make sure to go ahead and do so as well. Because again, if you want to win $1,000, that's how you do it. We're going to draw that in January. So make sure to go ahead and... You have a little bit of time, but it's not going to be forever. It's shorter than you think. But with that said, like I said, if you do have questions, make sure to put the letter Q in front of your question. It'll make it a lot easier for me to just answer it thereby. But I did see a question that is actually very topical. And I did want to go ahead and mention this. And again, when I mention these questions and start answering them, feel free to get your input in there as well. I actually like hearing what you guys have to say too. I like hearing your guys' opinion. I actually genuinely do like that. Isaias is dying. Everyone panic. What do you mean I'm dying? Do you think Airsoft is growing or dying as a whole? Tragic off. I don't. Again, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to spell that or say that. Do I think it's growing or dying? It is growing, but the problem is that it's growing, but the refresh rate, if that makes sense, is not as fast as it needs to be, or rather, it's not as long-lasting. We do find that, this goes for pretty much anything, right? A lot of hobbies, you will see that guys, and this goes for any hobby in general, you'll find people that'll be in the hobby, get into it, and they're the most active and most enthusiastic. They got the most drive, to get new stuff, to get new products, be part of that whole, within the first 2 years. Generally speaking, maybe even, I would say nowadays, maybe within the first year. But after the first year, they're typically like, all right, it makes sense. They got all their stuff. They got the stuff that they needed. They got to play. Now they're just going out and playing. A lot of times people will get like bored and they'll be like, I kind of want to get out now, right? And they just leave. And there's a number of reasons why. Whether it be people's attention span, people just kind of get bored with certain things. Maybe the way the games are being played or handled in the local area is just very monotonous, and it's just there's not really much of a point. Or they get frustrated, or maybe other things in life happen too. Other things in life can happen, and that's totally understandable. But at the same time, I don't think people really should just quit Airsoft altogether the minute that something doesn't necessarily go their way. I think there are a lot of people, unfortunately, that do quit Airsoft for the wrong reasons. If their reason's valid, then sure, absolutely, I completely understand. If you have hey, I got bills to pay, I gotta take care of my family and everything. Of course, obviously, no one is saying anything about that. But it's more like, hey, I'm not winning as much as I wanted to. I'm just gonna quit. It's like, I don't know if that's the right reason to not play Airsoft. Because it's not a matter of winning or losing. If people want to take it very competitively, sure, that's fine. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. But that's not the only way to play. There's so many ways you can enjoy Airsoft as a whole, as a community. And I just think it's just kind of sucks that there are a lot of people that just aren't as community involved, I will say. I feel like a lot more people are aware of what Airsoft is, and it's gotten a little bit more attention in the mainstream eye, which is a great thing. But I do think we are struggling to find more people that are in here for a lot longer, if that makes any sort of sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a great question, man. Again, that's a great question. I love answering these. You do the Rect Blast Challenge? I have not gotten my hands on the Rect yet. I have not gotten my hands on the Rect Blaster. but I'm probably going to do so this week because I have an idea for a short for it that I want to film with it. Toxic Gamer. What's up, Toxic Gamer? Good to have you, dude. Good to see you back on the stream. I think it's being reworked in balance of what it is popular. Niche from Brandcore. Milson speeds off to pick up games. There's so many different facets for it, man. So many different facets for it. Trying to go soon while it's cold out. Hell yeah, Dartree. Hell yeah. This one comes from Studio 3ify. I had to pause my time in Airsoft because I shifted priorities to take care of my newborn son at the time. Fully wanting to get back into it now that I have more time on my hands as he gets older. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna say anything, you know, or if they do, they're fucking wackadoos or something, dude. Like, if you have to take care of your family, or if you have, you know, God forbid, right? Like, I'm just throwing this out there, right? It's an extreme example, but, you know, let's say your dad gets cancer, or, you know, your mom's on her deathbed, or, you know, family members are going through some big change or shift in their lives, and, you know, they need full support, whether it be financial or whether it be physical, whatever it might be. Yeah, take care of what you got to do, man. You know, that is 100%. You got to do what you got to do. And even for, like, I would say for some people out there, let's say, like me in my situation, right? When I initially left SoCal to go to college, like, there was no Airsoft in my area whatsoever. Like, Airsoft is, like, a no-no in where I was going to school in SF, right? Like, you had to drive quite a while. But here's the thing. I was a broke college kid in SF. You know what I mean? I didn't have a whole lot of money to my name. Like, I didn't have a car. Like, I couldn't find a reliable transportation to, you know, the nearest Airsoft field there. Like, that was crazy. I didn't have money. I wasn't from the area. Right? So, like, that makes sense, right? Especially if you're trying to focus on, like, school. Okay, sure. I do think that there is still room to do it because I was still, you know, trying to, like, talk Airsoft with my friends and, you know, trying to still be active and, like, you know, constantly watching Airsoft videos and trying to educate myself. Like, I was still doing that. You know what I mean? But I do kind of get it in a lot of circumstances. There are situations where you just can't do it time-wise. And that, your situation, dude, 100% understandable. I'm sure a lot of guys can understand, especially the older crowd, can fully understand that. You know what I mean? But now that you do have time, absolutely. The community will always be welcoming to members that have retired and that want to make a comeback into the scene, want to get back into it. You know what I mean? Like, where everyone's so welcoming. It's so nice. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the best things about this community as a whole. Which, by the way, congrats. I saw freaking... Yeah, Zubinel, I saw that. Dude, I'm so happy for you, dude. Fucking awesome. Everyone say congrats to Zubinel, because I know he has been mentioning that he's been, you know, looking for a job. I'm so glad you got one, dude. That's awesome, bro. That's fucking sweet, dude. Let's go. Dude, absolutely. What are you doing now, if you don't mind me asking? If sporting goods stores didn't sell such junk, it'd be a lot more accessible, not to mention the small amount of fields or indoors in some areas. That's true. I think it is nice to see when the last time that I went to SHOT Show, right? It was cool to see that there were shops that maybe not as big, obviously, as, you know, like your Dick's Sporting Goods or your Big Five or whatever. But it was nice to see that there were, like, sporting good, like independent sporting goods stores on that same sort of, like, you know, kind of style, that same vibe, that were very much interested in carrying, you know, airsoft stuff. They seem to be really focused. I will say, I think the owners were, some of the ones that I've met, they did seem really hyper-focused on, you know, pellet guns and outdoor guns. And again, makes sense. That's, you know, it totally makes sense why they would do that. Right, that's their clientele. It's a lot of outdoor shooting sports. Like, they love, you know, the PCP rifles. They love the pellet guns. Like, that makes sense why they would want to carry that. And there is a big demand for that as a whole. But I do think that the smart ones were also looking at Airsoft as well and being like, okay, if our guys are liking this, then they're probably going to love it. Especially if they have kids that, like, you know, they want to shoot each other in the backyard or shoot a target, and they don't really trust them with, like, a PCP rifle, because that shit'll fuck you up too. A PCP rifle, holy shit, some of these can do some real fucking damage. Like, it may not be, like, immediate lethality, but holy shit, dude, that is a trip to the ER for sure. You know what I mean? Especially if you got small kids, dude. So I think Airsoft would be the next logical step, right? I don't know. It's just an easy way to cross-sell and cross-promote, dude. Software engineer, it's what I've been doing for a while now, but I got laid off back in June. Now to catch up on bills. Dude, honestly, I'm just so glad you were able to score a job, dude. Congrats. Man, as a software engineer, I'll be honest, I don't know how much they make, but it sounds impressive as fuck. No, a PCP rifle will kill you. I can imagine some of these, not all of them, because some of them I have seen this, like, okay, this is not crazy. But I've seen some of these. Some of them are scary. Dude, some of them will fuck you up. I imagine a pretty good, well-placed shot probably could kill you. So don't mess with PCP rifles. Never shoot each other with anything other than airsoft. Not a badmouth HPA, but seeing vets recommending HPA right off the rip to potential new players ain't it. I guess I can kind of understand it, though. Like, I understand what you're saying, RPG, but, like, at the same time, I'm also thinking from their perspective. A lot of these guys don't really want to deal... Like, a lot of them are not techs. And I've seen this because from, like, obviously experience in the Milton West scene. A lot of these guys aren't techs. They don't really even know a lot of times how an airsoft gun truly works. And I'm not shaming them for that. Again, they don't fucking care. These guys have so much fucking, like, trigger time on experience on the range. You know what I mean? Like, so the airsoft is just a toy, right? It's just a means of, you know, playing this game. So they don't really fully care about it too much, right? If they ever have problems, and I can imagine too if they've had problems with it in the past and like, fucking, I'm just gonna spend the money, go HPA, and it's like, you know, I'll be honest, HPA, it is fucking awesome in terms of its benefits, right? Again, not my speed, but I get it. I totally get it, right? So for them, they're probably like, okay, just HPA, don't gotta worry about it, don't gotta think about it. Easy, right? Makes sense. I do understand it. I might HPA the Tech 9, not sure yet. Cutter, I'm not a tech. Oh, yeah, no, oh, no way is Cutter a tech. No way. Seriously, fucking check out both Cutter Airsoft and also Prime Tech Customs. They're on Discord. They're pretty active on there. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Prime, yeah, you have one as well. Just message me on Instagram. Both of them have their IGs as well. Hit them up. Make sure to give them a follow on their YouTube channels and all their social media profiles. And they do some awesome tech work. If you never want to go through anybody else, you know, just want to go through individuals and you don't want to go through us for tech work, we offer some great tech work as well. But if you do want to go in and get some good stuff, done some really, really nice shit, hit those guys up. Seriously, give them your business. They're fucking awesome. Your personal coolest AEG to get for a returning player. GB is cool too. Studio, it also depends on your budget as well. It also really, really depends on your budget, on what it is that you're hoping to get, and also what your expectations are and where you kind of play. Studio, if you can, let me know what your budget you have, where you're playing, like what sort of style you're trying to go for. Indoor, you're trying to go for outdoor. You know what I mean? Damn, how that pepino tastes. Oh, well, I don't like the way you said how it tastes in your mouth. I put the Gatorade in my mouth. Delicious. It is fucking fantastic and refreshing as always. Again, Limonca Pepino is the best Gatorade flavor, and I will die on that fucking hill. The tech in my name is for Aztec, definitely not technician. Bro, that's good. I need a shirt of that. Ordered my mystery box on Friday. Hopefully I'll get what I want. Claudio Gonzalez. I'm pretty... which mystery box did you order? If it was like a Bigger Wins or a YouTube, you should be good. But if it's you know, any one of the like, you know, the holiday mystery box or is the beginner new player mystery box, it's completely random. It is 100. I don't decide that. That is 100% random to keep it fair. Oh, excuse me. I like rush to eat dinner too. Fierce Grape, good second place. Dartry, I will take that as a good solid second place. I will happily take that. That's definitely in my top 3 for sure. Like go-to flavors. This grape. And I'll probably say any one of the blues. The blues are fine, but they just feel generic. But they are good. They are good, though. Daniel Torres. Hello. Just started to watch, so might have missed it. If I get the holiday mystery box tomorrow, will I get 4 entries for the Thursday giveaway? No. So you have to get the holiday mystery box tonight. Because remember, it's going to be every 50 you spend gets you 2. So that's only during the duration of the live stream. And we're only going to be streaming for another 40 minutes. I'm cutting tonight's stream early because I do have prior engagement that I have to get to. But I still wanted to go ahead and obviously stream and give you guys chances to win. So, no, you will have to go ahead and get the mystery box tonight before 8:30. Or Gatorade flavor to drink warm. Mine is fruit punch. First of all, why are you drinking it warm, bruh? Why are you drinking it warm? Who drinks Gatorade hot, bro? That's nuts. Room temperature, understandable. You know, you're thirsty. You forgot to put all the drinks in the fridge. If you're like me, where I have the bad habit of just leaving drinks by the mini fridge where we keep all of our beverages. Sometimes I'll just leave the case of water there. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? So if it's like that situation where you just forget to put the Gatorades away, like, whatever. That's fine. Hot? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy because I don't have the luxury of drinking cold. Just put it in the fucking fridge, bro. Oh, that makes sense. Sorry. No worries, dude. You're fine. Mostly outdoor fields with some indoor buildings with variety of play. Oh, D14 text. Oh, okay. Something up to $400. There's quite a few options you have at that point. In terms of aesthetics, obviously a lot of it's going to be individual preference. If you want the best bang for your buck, I'm gonna be real, MGC4 is like my go-to every single time. If you want something that's solid, simple, gets the job done, reliable in almost every sense of the way, my go-to for so long has been and will continue to be the Mayo Gang MGC4. Now, I, for one, like them a little longer. Pause. Anyway, I like the Mark II because I like the carbine length. Right? On sale right now, $283.50. Right? Even at full price, fucking banger. So many of the guys, some of the mods and regulars already own their own MGC4 Mark II and have either done some customs to it or have left it stock. I left mine stock for a long ass time, but then I ended up getting custom work done to it just for, you know, R&D work that the techs needed, and I have a fully built out custom. My Mark II is terrifying. Even I'm afraid to use it sometimes. Even I'm afraid to fucking use it sometimes. But, you know, it's still just a testament to how well that these things are built. So I would say doing this is probably going to be your best bet. This is 100% going to be your best bet for something that's simple, easy. Get an 11-1, stuff it in the buffer tube, and you're ready to go. Off to the races. Nebula 1 ETU is a solid ETU. You'll never have to change it out. It's fucking sick. It's durable as fuck. 603 Type 4 inner barrel, quick change spring system. Like, it's got the works that you need. That would be my go-to pick, and it's going to save you some money too, which you can use to get pretty much everything else you need for it. There you go. I'll leave a link to that as well. Which also, if you do want them a little shorter, a little bit stubbier or girthier, if you dare so say, you can also go the Mark 1, which is same internals. Same internals is going to be, of course, the barrel and the handguard assembly, which is going to be different. It's going to be shorter. It's going to be more that SBR sort of length. But there actually is a combo going on right now for the Mark 1s, which you can get for $239, which is even cheaper just buying the gun by itself. So I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put that right there for you, so you can check it off for yourself. That would be your best bet. So that way you can get everything you need to just get started. Other than BBs, of course, you will need to get that separately. But again, at $239, you can get some BBs. You can get some BBs. I like them big. Oh, I like them chunky. Dude, absolutely, dude, absolutely. I love that song, bro. Which faction are you going to? All right, I'm going to my first milsim pretty soon. I need to pick up my gun. Crytek Mark III or the Archers AK-12, both are stock. Archers, like not even. I'm gonna be real. Crytek, it's alright, it's not bad, but even the Mark IIIs, I feel like, what exactly offering. At least I know with an Archers between the two, Starman, I would say at least the Archers, I know that shit is shimmed to perfection. At the very least, I know that, and it will always have that over the Crytek, pretty much over most brands, typically. Obviously, it's a matter of individual preference, genuinely, you know, or generally at the end of the day, which one you prefer. But I know that Arcturus is made fucking good. You know, I know that shit shimmed well, better than pretty much any AG out there. You know, and it's really hard to beat. It really is hard to beat in that regard. Now, value-wise, obviously, you can compare the prices and honestly just go with whatever you feel like. But for me, if I were in your position, I'd go the Arcturus for sure. Ooh, that's right. But if you're going NATO, that's kind of tough, bro. That's kind of tough. Yeah, then you probably wouldn't be able to use. Okay, it depends, I guess, is the organizer how. Yeah, some of those actually demand faction appropriate weapons. If they demand faction appropriate weaponry, then even though I would recommend the Archers is just a better gun overall, they might not let you use it if you're going as NATO. So just keep that in mind. With winning the last giveaway, should I be receiving an email notification about it? So my message was seen and liked and DM, but don't know who the guy runs. I thought it was bluffing. No, I don't think anyone would think you're bluffing or anything like that. No. For that one, actually, I have access to it. Let me see. I don't think I was the one that actually first saw your message, but let me see when it was. Give me 1 second right here. Let me take a look. Let me do a quick gander right here. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be under primary. That's not the one. Let's see. Is it under general? Pretty sure. Okay. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Okay, we should be set there. Yeah, I don't see it on here. Then again, I'm not sure what the username is on there on IG. But, I mean, yeah, like, typically when it ships out, you get an email notification with with the tracking number. Although we've had some guys when we offered it say, like, no, I want to be surprised, which, sure, fine. But, no, you usually get a DM back with the tracking number. Odds are it just hasn't been built yet. Those typically take a little while to build because there are usually a lot of, and I'm usually the one that builds them too. I usually end up getting a lot of work that usually is like more time sensitive that I have to take care of first before I can build mystery boxes. But yeah, every single winner will always get their box. That's never up for debate. Everyone is going to get their box whenever they win. October shipping, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Have one of their M4s and have friend who praised their AKs. Yeah, I love their AKs, bro. I love their AKs. That's for if they can. If that's the case, yeah, you could always epic fail. You're right. Which, by the way, what's up, epic fail? If they do care about, you know, like the platforms, yeah, they don't care. Yeah, if they don't care, yeah, all right, yeah. It's just one of those. It's just one of those situations. You got to know what the field rules and regulations are about that. Glad I asked. Some awesome MOA videos on YouTube for new items. Someone is coming out with pretty cool Mark 12 that said 700, so pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. The reason I got the AirTag custom is because I'm going to use that for indoor and my BG Defense Lancer Gen 3 for outdoor. Oh, good pick, Airsoft Phantom. Good pick. Zubanel, just use my store credit as my reward for the new job. Hey, that's what's up. And you got the Mark 3? Hell yeah. The long boy. The long one. The long schlong. I don't know why I said that. The long schlong dong, if you will. This bad boy. Yeah. I love it. You know, there was a custom, I think, that we were trying to call it, or it was a Mark II custom. It was the boss custom. I think I genuinely did suggest, like, I didn't even think about it. I think I just recommended the long schlong MGC4. Everyone laughed, but they said, no, we couldn't do it. I didn't expect them to say yes, but just the fact that they were considering it was pretty funny, I thought. Like, yeah, it was the boss custom. It was like, it's so long. And then I was like, because Bossman, I think, was like, oh, yeah, let's call it the man cannon. And I was like, nah, dude, you got to name it the long schlong. The long schlong Mark II custom. And they're like, nah, you can't do that. Can't do that. I just had a terrible thought about the long schlong M4. Oh, no. Oh, no. I have a new DMR coming Thursday. Aries 308 Deluxe. Damn. We're doing an in-depth video of it and opening it up to measure everything and see what I can, if need be upgraded. Oh. After rehoming most of my collection now, I practically have only October. No, don't tell me you got rid of the MGC4, bro. Sleazy, what's going on, Sleazy? My mystery box, bro. I'm fucking excited. My first one ever from anywhere. I just convinced my brother to get the GI custom discharge. Let's see what I get. Hey, that's what's up, Sleazy. That's what's up, dude. I love to see it. Thank you so much. And again, remember, if you ordered during this live stream, you got extra entries into this Thursday's live stream giveaway. So don't miss out. Make sure you're watching that giveaway, dude. That stream is going to go down same time and same place. The biggest, dickest Desert Eagle version. Absolutely. Oof, 10 mags for 650, or should I HPA the TAC-9? Does anyone make an adapter yet? I don't know if they do. Any update on the Mayo LMG, the Mayo Kake? Nothing yet, Zubanel. That one has been put on hold for right now because we had the Mark III to worry about, and we got the GBBR, which, by the way, if you haven't heard, yes, we do have our Mayo Gang GBBR MWS, which is going to be arriving next year in April. We have the AG version, an AG version of the Mark IV, and we have this, the GBB MWS with steel trigger assembly as well. TDC hop chamber, I believe, is what's also going to be scheduled for it too, which is very nice, very nice. I'm very much looking forward to it. I cannot wait for it. And at that price point, too, I sound like Trump. At that price point, too, it's very hard to beat. Very hard. Very difficult. I don't know if they can do it. I don't think so. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. The MWS. I'm not gonna do that shit again. I keep doing it. It's so addicting. I have to stop. It's so addicting doing that voice. I believe there's a KWA MP9 adapter. That is true. That is true. Isaias never had an MGC4. We need to change that. We need to change that. But I did take a look. I do remember when we got the Gen 4 in. I do remember when we got that in. I saw GBR mags were too expensive for me, unfortunately. No worries. Hey, maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. Scrolling up. Make sure that's that one as well. The reason I got the as well. Trying to use my circle. This. Have one of their enforcers. Yes. Have one of their M4s and her friend. Yes. Well, yeah, but it's a bit more of a laid back kind of Muslim. Oh yeah, then you're fine. And they said stuff like the AK would be okay. Nice, dope, very laid back. I love it. Okay, yeah, we should be all caught up on there. Mr. What is this? Mr. Gucci Cooler. What the fuck? Dude, oh, yeah. So, I'm probably going to like end up hosting like a party at some point or another in my house. And you're probably going to end up seeing it sometime. But I have Jazz and I have like our main fridge, which we use for like, ingredients, like leftovers, like actual food stuff. Stuff that I used to cook with. And just like milk, right? Because obviously I use milk in a lot of cooking. But we have a mini fridge by this bar that she had actually met. Jazz actually set up like a little mini bar in the house that it was initially used for, and she uses the counter. Obviously, we'll have the microwave on there too, but we typically use that for like serving beverages and shit. But underneath because underneath that, supporting it is going to be our cabinet where we keep all of the stuff for all the pantry items, non-perishables and stuff. And then right next to it, we have a little mini fridge. That's what we use specifically for our drinks. So it'll be, everything from all my LaCroix, which I'm out. I need to get more of. Gatorades, usually waters, that sort of thing. If I remember to put them in the fucking fridge. Because a lot of times I do forget. Sometimes in the case of water, I'm just like, fuck it, it's there. I'll just grab it when I need it. I mean, the Mark IV GBR might be my first MGC4. Prime Tech, that would be one hell of an MGC4 to start with, bruh. But that would be great taste. Will you guys do Mayo Gang AKs? Toxic Gamer, I don't know. We have always entertained that notion. Like, what if we did? But the problem is we don't know. There are too. I'll be honest. Not to throw you under the bus, RPG lovers. But there are too many guys like RPG lovers that would be like, no AKs. I don't like them. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of Russian mayo. Like there's a lot. Unfortunately, that is actually a very large percentage of airsofters in the U.S. specifically. There are so many guys in the U.S. that just hate AKs. Here's the thing. I forgot who it was. A while back, someone was like, okay, their reason for hating AKs is justified. They spent a huge portion of their lives having to be like wary of AKs in general, right? They've been shot at AKs. They don't want to see the gun that almost killed them. And I'm like, when you put it that way, that kind of makes sense, right? All other reasons, fucking dude. Like wimpy. It's like if you just don't like an AK as a platform, that's fine. If you just don't think it looks cool, whatever. But if it's like a matter of like, I don't know. Yeah, you're the type of person that says you like unique things, or you complain that there's not enough variety in airsoft, yet you won't run an AK, you have no reason and no right to say any of that shit that you're spewing out. If you hate, monotony, but can't handle an AK, you're part of the problem. I said it. No AK propaganda in this dojo. You see what I'm talking about? That's exactly what I mean, bro. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Too many motherfuckers hate the AK for no good reason. It's a great design, man. The version 3 is always better than the version 2, and I'm not going to hear anything about it. All right, but as a reminder, again, live stream giveaway going down this Thursday. Don't miss out. 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the main channel. Same place, same everything. But again, we are going to be giving away a brand new YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box. Brand new airsoft gun for any one of you guys. And all you got to do is watch the live stream and make sure you're getting your orders in. Any $20 or greater order, and you're automatically entered. But during the duration of the stream, which is going to be for another 26 minutes, you will have a chance at increasing your odds immensely. And all you got to do is place a $50 or greater order, because every $50 you spend gets you 2 entries. So if you've been looking at that airsoft gun, maybe you've been looking at that combo, maybe that custom even, or you just want to put together your whole loadout, now's the time to do so. That way you have extra chances of winning. You'll get a brand new airsoft gun, man. The AK platform grew on me. Thank you, Dirk. See, you understand. You understand. Do PPs count? Yes, they absolutely do count. Because they are a relative of the Kalashnikov family. The Vityaz would not exist if it weren't for the Kalashnikov. They are family members, of course. Oh, geez, I got to build a Mayo K now. All right, another MG prototype. Hell yeah, dog. I got the Wellpro AK-12GB and love it at my first AK platform. Hey, you know what? Fucking have at it. The Wellpro AK-12GB is a sleeper hit. Like, everyone was all hyped up for the Arcturus AK-12. I was like, when's that one coming? Everyone was so hyped up. And, like, even at SHOT Show, like, their fucking 3D printed model broke. And I was like, bruh, why is it 3D printed? Why did you just have a base model? And then here comes WellPro out the fucking gate. Here's the thing. The WellPro GBB, not the biggest fan. I'll be honest. It's not my favorite gun out there for various reasons. But it's just not my favorite one out there, you know? It's just not the most efficient. It's just, I have my gripes with it. It's a fun gun, but I have my gripes with it. Then they come out with the AK-12. Why is their AK-12 fucking godlike? It's so fucking good. And, like, we sold mags for it. The mags constantly sell out. Like, it's a great gun, man. It's a really, really solid gun. I love that thing. If those SLR AKs are successful, will we maybe see the first MGK, MGM, Mayo Gang, Kalashnikov, Mayo Gang, Mayo... I don't even know how to say that, GBR. Maybe. I'll be honest, we haven't really talked about it. Even with the SLR AKs on the way, that actually hasn't come up in a conversation for a while. It used to come up almost every single time we were talking about like new MGC4 ideas, and we thought about AKs, but I don't know. I really don't know. A bunch of people wanted an MGC25 DMR, and I still built that. Still waiting for the Mark III suppressor in black. I know. I'm waiting too, bro. I'm waiting too, dude. I'm still waiting for that shit because I need that too. I think it is going to be soon that hopefully we get. I'm praying that we're getting them in and that they've arrived because I know there was a few things that came in. Which, by the way, update, VFC FAL OSW, they're still unpacking that shit. We ordered quite a bit of those, and we have to unpack and take inventory of everything. And then even after we take inventory, we have to do the QC on all of it to make sure that shit works because these are expensive. So for anyone that's wondering, you know, about their pre-orders for the VFC FAL, we will be sending those out soon. We literally just had to make sure that these shits are fucking working. Because, again, when we spend that much money, you know, we kind of need that shit to work. You know what I mean? When I got the WellPro AK-12, I was skeptical at first, but damn, bro, that thing is baller. It is, dude. Seriously, epic fail. It is fucking sick, dude. Mayo Gang foul. I wish they would never, in a million years, they would never do it. They would never do it because none of you motherfuckers, not enough of you motherfuckers like FALs. All of y'all want M4s and ARs. I mean, I get it, but still, my foul, me wants it, dude. I know, dude. And here's the thing: it's not like I can even get one myself right now because even I have to wait. I have to wait till they do their full checks and everything, and then I'd be able to go and even just use one for a video. Because right now, they're still, like, taking them out of a container. Well, not right now. They're closed. But you get the idea. Like, they're still doing inventory and counting everything before they fucking put it up, like, back in there. We know it's here, so we can put it live, and it's fine, and it's going to ship out. But it's just like, fuck, dude. Like, can you fucking hurry up? Simple. Just get the tan one, then remove the anodized layer and repaint it black. That's hilarious. Oof. Mayo Gang LMG win. I know, man. If I could, I would love to have the Mayo Gang LMG, but I'm gonna be real. I know more people would be more open to the idea of a Mayo Gang like MP5 than they would for the LMG. So the LMG is probably like the last thing that'll probably ever get made, if it ever does. You know what I mean? I want that Mariama FAL, that VFC FAL. Hell yeah. Wick D, what's happening? Wick D, man, what's happening, dude? 920 Tactical, what's happening, dog? Good to have you on the stream, man. SKS, will we have? We probably will at some point. When the pre-orders are gonna hit, I don't fucking know, dude. I have no idea. How loud are those amplifiers for outdoor gameplay like those KX3s? Amplifiers, they are pretty loud. They're not gonna make like a sig, like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be like deafeningly loud. But you will hear it, and it changes more so the profile as well as how it sounds. The way I've always described it for a lot of those amplifiers, like the K3, it sounds like an angry duck. Like if a duck was cursing at you, and they had to bleep it out, but still retain the duck essence of the bleep, that's what it would sound like, if that makes any sense. Like quack, 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 quack. It literally sounds like that to me. Now hear me out. Mayo Gang portable rocket launcher. All right. Oh, all right. You lost me. Rocket launchers or foam mayo jars. Oi, that is no. I don't know. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Is this have the MGC425 all set for you to use when you come in March? Sweet. Make sure it's anything. They just need to at least have a hand on at making Mayo Gang battle rifle. Yes, I would love to at least help, like, kind of make some decisions when it comes to the like battle rifle. Here's the thing though, if it were up to me, SBR 308 is 100% what I'd be going for. Like a battle rifle, but like that's specifically tailor made for going in CQB. You know what I mean? Like, I want that Mark 18 length, or maybe even shorter. 308, baby. That's always been my speed. I want little gun, big mag. You know, that's my shit, bro. I love that. Mayo Gang MP7? Fuck no. Toxic Gamer? Probably not. That's up there with like Mayo Gang P90. That shit just not gonna happen. It's just not happening. SBR 308, Prime Tech. You know, dog. You know what I'm talking about. You know, bro. You know. That was one of the. That was well. I just want AK with M-Lock rail and ETU with y'all's style. Fair. That I would be pretty sick. There are like AKs that exist out there that will have like ETUs. Arcturus is the only one that I think right now that has like a really viable AK with fully like legit ETU and M-Lock handguard on there. I don't think there's too many. I know Lancer did have a few of their like their LT53s. They had a few of their like steel AKs which were really solid too. But a lot of them were a little bit older in design, and I'll be honest, even the ones that did have M-Lock, I wasn't a big fan of the handguard. So I think if we were to have our own version, it would be pretty cool. It would be pretty sick as well. I can attest to that too. I am of the same opinion. Dude, I'm just here to be an enabler. I still want the Mayo 90. We'll never have, yeah, that's what to say. Yeah, that's never gonna happen, bro. That shit never is gonna be a thing. Not happening. As much as I would like it to happen, because I love P90s. That shit ain't working, bro. Battle SPR is so schmexy. Yes, bro. Yes. So is it worth it to get one of those amplifiers, or will sounding like a duck be excessive? If you like it, fucking do it. Like, here's the thing. It looks cool. What? Does anyone really do stealth anyway when it comes to air? You know what I mean? Is anyone really trying to hide? You might as well do what you want, MG42. Oh, sounds like a JoJo character. MG42, a fully modernized MG42 with M-Lock, barrel shroud. I think you meant Picatinny. Optic rails, M4 pistol grip, and a box mag. I'm trying to see it in my head. Huh. I can see that. So when you're looking forward for that, then you're looking forward for that SLR B308 from it. I am indeed. Although that's not Tag speaking 308. That's what was it called again? That's that Creedmoor, right? That's that Creedmoor. That's not 308. It's Tag speaking that Creedmoor round. But it's still fucking. It's a fucking big chunky magazine, big round, big bullet make big hole. All right, that's all you gotta know. It only changes your sound profile, so it'd be up to you on looks. That's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily excessive, honestly. You could make the argument that it is, but at the same time, it's like it's airsoft. Who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. You're not hiding. Everyone knows. Here's the thing: if you're at a Milsim event, okay, I could maybe see that. I don't think it necessarily makes it that much louder, but sure, I could see the argument for it's like, okay, you don't want it to be detected. You want to be fairly as quiet as possible. You're trying to stay hidden. But even then, here's the thing. You're at a regular walk-on field. The enemy knows you're there. You know what I mean? It's not like they don't know of your presence entirely. It would be almost the same if you were just using a regular airsoft gun. So I'd say go for it. What is your favorite high kappa pistol? King's Limb Forever. What I would say is my favorite high kappa would be the Heracles. I like the Army Armament R603. I like... What else do I fucking like? I mean, you can't ever go wrong with the basic TM, even though I think that one is everyone has it. I would say probably the Heracles and the Army Armament R603 are probably two of my favorites right now. But I actually have like one of the old school GM5, 4.3 high kappas from Jag Arms. I actually have one of those. Honestly, my high kappa is 4.3. It's a fucking Frankenstein mix of everything, but it works. I like mine. Quite a bit. AR-10. AR-10. Yes, baby. Yes. Good, Prime Tech. Good. AR-10, shorty barrel. Ooh, baby. That's a cool gun right there. That's a cool gun. Jaggers. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fucking. If we're also Baba Yaga 2. Baba Yaga 2 is also really good. But I also really, really love the Pit Viper and the Sand Viper. Sand Viper's really sick. But as I'm also getting older, I'm like, do I love the Sand Viper or the Pit Viper more? I think I'm leaning towards the Pit Viper. But honestly, either one are fucking sick. Okay, Bet, thank you. No worries, man. Anytime, dude. Anytime. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Perez Gorgeous CQB 308. That's what I did. I love shorty 308s, shorty battle rifles. That's like my shit. So the OSW is like, you know what I mean? Like that's up there for me. That's up there for me. Though don't get me wrong, I will always be a rifle. You know what I mean? Like rifleman at heart. I love me that carbine length. I love me the full length rifles. I don't know. I just think they're super cool and interesting, and I think people overlook them way too often. Like I will happily run a full length M16. I run an A2 or I'll run the A3 at like, you know what I mean, at any outdoor field. I'll even fucking run an indoor field. I don't give a fuck. Like I love the look of an M16. It's a classic, baby. It's so fucking sick. So I don't care like if it's longer. It's not gonna be as easy to. Man, there are some people that are spoiled and that think that a carbine length is too long to use in an indoor field. Are you kidding me, bruh? Are you kidding me? What is your favorite GV M4 AR-15? War Machine. There's the most practical, like my favorite most practical, and then there's my favorite like just fun to use. Favorite practical TMMWS. I definitely am an MWS guy over VFC, but excuse me. But I also really do like the KLI SR4. This shit right here, like, let's see if I can put it up. This bad boy. Also really love this. This is such a cool platform, and again, if you are living in a slightly colder area, having that dual CO2 power is helpful. It is very helpful to have. It's going to make a little bit more resistant to the cold weather, which is always really nice, which is kind of a blessing, to be honest. Babby Yagi, bro. I have a Combat Master and a Sand Viper. They both rock. I thought, honestly, I read that entirely, Cutter, and in my head, that registered as I have a Combat Master and a Sand Viper, and they both fuck. And I was like, hell yeah. This guy, I see this guy, and he's got a Combat Master and a Sand Viper. I think, man, this guy fucks. You know what I mean? I have a Staccato Perfect 11, CO2 on the way. Oh, can't wait to see how that is. Oh, we baguette. Oh, I like it. Oh, guys, we got 12 more minutes. We got 12 more minutes before we close out tonight's live stream. Again, we are ending early because I do have a prior engagement that I got to do meet. So make sure if you do want to take advantage of the promotion going on, so that way you can have multiple entries into this Thursday. It's literally 2 days away. This Thursday's live stream giveaway. Make sure to go and get those orders in before it's too late. I look like a hobbit in this. If I wear it like this, I feel like I'm going on an adventure to Mount Doom with Frodo and the rest of the Fellowship right now when I wear this. It's like the right shade of green too. You know that cloak that they were wearing on top? Like, I don't know. Just kind of felt like that. I don't know why. I just saw myself in the mirror. I'm like, I look like a hobbit right now. I look like a hobbit. I look like I walk around barefoot entirely. I mean, I do around my house, but that's about it. But yeah, make sure to go and get those orders in before it's too late. Got the Baba Yaga first run also, and that is loud. Yeah, those are pretty fucking loud guns too. Got Sand Viper for my wife a while back. It's nice. I love the Sand Viper too. I love the Sand Viper. It's so cool. Did you get the OG or did you get the, what is it called? I was gonna say high grade. Oh yeah, I think it is called the high grade version. It's not a. It sounds like I'm talking about gun club models or something. But yeah, there was the other one where it's supposed to be like the color is supposed to be closer to the original. Both of them I loved. Make sure that one as well. And remember, if you haven't already, please make sure to go and leave a like on this live stream. Please and thank you. Always appreciate every single one of you guys for doing so and making sure that you are watching this and sharing this around. Also making sure that you are subbed. Hitting that bell icon so you're notified every time we drop new content on here. Make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, yeah, I should be caught up on pretty much everything. Yes. Yeah. I'm sure we caught up on all these bitches. Shot to my backyard and went inside because I didn't want the cops called. Dude, that's the same reaction when I was using the SR4. I think a lot of you guys might have remembered. We posted this a long time ago when the SR4 was still brand new. We posted the video for what it sounded like when we first shot the prototype outside. Bossman gave it to me and he's like, here, let's shoot this. And he records it, and I hit. I only shoot like maybe a couple times, right? And I was like, oh fuck, this. It was, our parking lot was nice and like emptied out. The echo, the sound traveled like crazy. It did kind of sound like here's the thing. Obviously, there is a big difference between obviously the real firearms and the airsoft, of course. But that shit was crazy. Like hearing that, I was like, oh fuck. Like we went inside, we're like, okay, yeah, we should go inside before someone thinks we're actually shooting anything. You know what I mean? Like it carried for a while. That dual CO2 gun, man. Bobby, yeah, Boogeyman, dude. It's you ever see John Wick, bro? You ever see John Wick? San Isaias, BG Defense Type A contractor, 12.5 AR-10, nudge to land tactical. Yeah. Am I still to create the perfect system? Yeah. I love that. I love Tron Legacy. I fucking love Tron. It's too bad Ares sucked, bro. I had some cool things about it, but it didn't feel like a Tron movie. Scrolling up, make sure to missing. Yeah, we should be all caught up on that. Yeah, dude. Okay, so this week, other things that we have going on. Obviously, the FAL is gonna be that'll be shipping out very soon. I think also this week, I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain. Part 3 of Boaz, Cisco's, and I holiday wish list ideas, gift ideas for ourselves is going to be coming through. This is going to be more of the affordable budget. That one's going to be premiering on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. It could be this Friday or it's next Friday, but I'm pretty sure it's this Friday. Make sure to go in and check out that video when it drops. We've already done the 2 previous ones where it was like infinite budget, baller budget, and then we had like, okay, we'll say professional, like more experienced player budget. What are they gonna ultimately end up spending? They're not gonna spend an arm and a leg. What are some options there, right? And then now we have the affordable budget, right? That one's gonna be going live this Friday, I believe. Let's see if you guys can predict what I pick for my list. It's gonna be pretty interesting. If you guys know me, then you'll see it and you'll be like, you know what? This is an Isaias pick. I think they even commented that on the video too, and when I saw it, I was looking at the playback. They were like, "Yeah, this is definitely a very Isaias pick to have on there as well on this list." LWS. Oh my God, LWS slides, LWS slides, bro. I know. Relax, it's coming. Okay, we had to remodel it again. Again, you guys know we were on track, and we probably would have had them by now. But again, we needed Garrett Landers to sign off on it and be happy with it. We had to redesign the whole thing again because I think we've told you guys too about this. We wanted this shit to be as close as we possibly could. As close as we possibly could to the real deal, right? Like if we were to do it, if we were to do it, like as is how we initially planned, he wouldn't have liked it. Like it would have been fine. Like he's cool and he is understanding of the circumstances and the limitations of airsoft, but he wouldn't have signed off on it. You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't have been like as willing to also promote it himself. And that's the thing. He needs to be able to be happy with it, which is why it taking a little longer. So that's the thing. I know, Mr. Landers, Mr. Landers, Mr. LWS. Yes, my name is Garrett Landers. Yes. We want him to be happy. That's the thing. We want him to be happy with it. We want him to help cross promote it too to his buyers, and to him to talk about it, because then that's more eyes and more people that are gonna buy it and more people that are getting into airsoft, man. Glonks, yeah, we're talking about the Glonks, the Glonk droid, bruh. Haven't watched Ares, but I got a whole of Tron Legacy vinyl. Hey, that's what's up. I didn't know you had the vinyl, bro. Dude, I remember Tron Legacy. That whole fucking album was just fucking amazing. If you guys want to see or hear listen to a really, really solid, movie score, soundtrack. Honestly, Tron Legacy, Daft Punk did a really fucking good job on this. They did a really, really good job on this. Like, the scores that they provide are just so awesome. They're beautiful. Peak cinema, bro. Peak cinema. I absolutely love that. That's like one of my favorite albums of all time. I can listen to that shit whenever. I can get me hyped up and get me a little sad. It's just a vibe, bro. It's just an absolute vibe. And I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed by the Aries score. It had some good tracks. I love 9 Inch Nails. Trent Reznor's the man. But I'll be honest, it felt like it just didn't hit. Even their most popular song off this album, it didn't hit the same. It felt almost a little poppy, if that makes sense. And I was like, oh man. Like, nothing wrong necessarily with pop per se, but it just felt like Aries was built up as this kind of like cool, like, more hardcore, like Tron story. They're coming into the real world and shit, and it just didn't fucking hit. It didn't have that edge that because when I saw the trailers and when I saw that 9 Inch Nails was gonna do the score for it, I was like, dude, 9 Inch Nails is fucking based, bro. I love 9 Inch Nails. My parents used to go see them all the time. I listened to them constantly. Like, I love 9 Inch Nails. Right? I've listened to every single one of the Ghost albums too. Every single one of the tracks. And I fucking love them. Right? I saw 9 Inch Nails and I was like, yo, this is going to be an intense movie. This is going to be fucking sick. It's going to be like the super, like, borderline, like, super edgy, Tron story that I've always wanted, that I know that they could do. And they didn't fucking do it. And I was so disappointed. And I was so sad. Even the score is not the same. It's just not it, bro. It's not They should have just continued Tron Uprising at that point. You know what I mean? You want to spend this money on Tron, just finish the show. We got season 1 on a cliffhanger. Finish season 2 already. More like 8 3/4 nails. And Good one, bro. Good one. Very funny. Scrolling up. Make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, I should be all caught up on all of these as well. We got like 3 minutes left before we close it. If you do have any last minute questions, make sure to go ahead and ask away. Put the letter Q in front of your question before I close out tonight's stream. Again, this is basically like your last chance to get extra entries before Thursday. Thursday is giveaway night. Thursday is giveaway time. So we need everyone's help to go ahead and share this around with as many people as possible. Let people know that we're going to be going live that day. We're going to be giving away a brand new Airsoft gun. Anyone can win, and all they got to do is get their $20 greater orders in. And again, extra promotions during live streams, people. It's always important. Swap meet, yes. The swap meet, believe it or not, was actually just announced without even us knowing on like Friday, I believe. I think it was like announced on like Friday that they were going to do it. We haven't been told too much details ourselves. We're probably going to get briefed on it more than likely tomorrow. And so we'll be able to go ahead and disseminate more information about that as well. Because even though there have been talks about it, we never got the all clear on our end. Lancer kind of decided that on their own and like didn't tell us, and I had to find out myself. And I was like, bruh, what are we doing here? What's happening? You know what I mean? So we're probably gonna do it. I'm probably gonna end up working that day too. But yeah, we will see. How do I enter the giveaway? Zobro, all you gotta do is place a $20 or greater order. Deadline to enter is Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right now, though, during this last minute of this live stream, every 50 you spend gets you 2 entries. So you better hurry up and check out now if you want that extra chances of winning. Those extra chances. One thing I didn't like about the premise of Aries is that an income was falling back into bankruptcy under Sam Flynn's leadership. Like, did the writers not know about Legacy? That's what I'm talking about. Like, I get it, the idea that maybe Sam and Cora maybe went into hiding, but knowing Sam, he wouldn't have let that happen in the first place. He gave it the company, like, ownership over, right, to, I forget what his fucking name was, to his, like, friend, but it's like, and he was, clearly knew what he was doing. Yeah, it just didn't make sense. It was, I hate when writers do that, when they make, like, they don't understand the source material entirely, and they create false, like, issues for the sake of setting up the premise, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like lazy writing entirely. I'm with you there, Project, I'm with you there. All right, guys, it is now 8:30. I do have to cut tonight's stream early. I do apologize for that, but hopefully you guys took advantage of all the promotions right now and all the different sales going on. You can get those extra entries in. Right now, we're going back to normal, so every $20 you spend, or every order that's $20 or more, gets you an automatic entry in. Again, Thursday, 8:30 or 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when the live stream starts, so don't miss out. Spread the word around. Let's get all eyes on Thursday streams. Again, I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching this live stream. If you haven't already, leave a like, share this around, comment, and of course, make sure you hit that bell icon so you're notified every time we drop new Airsoft content. I will see you